This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger. Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know.
Well, hello to you, and you. Good morning, Dottie, and everybody in the world of Tik Tok with your girl. Glad to have you here this morning. Good morning, Red Crawford. Good to see you. It's Florentine. Good to see you as well. And Nell, still a good morning to you. And also to hear from Hot T and her husband. Congratulations on the child. God bless them. To y'all as well. Listen, it's always good we can celebrate the good that's happening in the world, because as you've seen the world that we live in today, it's a little bit scary outside. Okay, so listen, I'm always going to root on for a beautiful child to be happy, healthy, and strong. Okay, so if you don't like that, well, guess what? Yeah, that says a lot more about you than me, child. Moving on. Welcome in, everybody. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this morning. So yes, we do. Tom Bergeron went back to Dancing with the Stars after 20 years of it being on the air. Can you believe 2 decades of dancing and celebrities being on television? He was the host for a very long time and then was a shocking exit in 2020. We'll get into that. All's Fair is a new show on Hulu, but really you might as well call it Disney Plus, because the Hulu app and the platform is not going to exist anymore based on the genius of Bob Iger, said no one ever. But we'll talk about that, because there's a review that, y'all, it's bad. But then again, this is a Craig review. How viewers and consumers take it in, how the fans take it is different. UPS, as you all may or may not know, there was a UPS plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. It happened yesterday. We'll talk about it this morning. There's a disturbing thing happening at Walt Disney World. I know Florentine asked that question. We will get to that here in just a little bit, my good friend. Paramount is getting into the theme park game. But what if I told you that they've done this before? You know, I got the receipt type. In addition to that, speaking of receipts, Tik Tok is doing something very big, and I'm going to reveal something that I said. Now, I'm not saying I'm the media nerd of social media or anything, but usually my predictions ain't off. We'll talk about that. And then Megan Thee Stallion, the chart breaker. Megan the chart breaker has done something really Megumental. Yes, I just did that live. Megumental. With that being said, Higher is Wayne Lowe is available, but either way, we gotta go on tour. Yes, indeed. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and 2 things for sure, that over here on this channel, y'all know the rest of the words I'm about to say. A lot happens early. Rolling.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it out right. But whatever you do, the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I say,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
Early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, indeed. It is a new morning to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You are absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Glad to have you here this morning. Yesterday was election day. Okay, it was. And if you missed anything, don't worry, we got for you before we get to our destinations. And these are some pretty big blue mental events. Prop 50 wins. Virginia Dems flip governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and they gain in the House. Democrats win in New Jersey the governorship. Mandani wins. He is now the new New York mayor. Pennsylvania Dems win Supreme Court. Maine vote restricting measure loses. Krasner and Bragg win. J.D. Vance's half-brother loses. Georgia's Dems flip 2 statewide offices. Dems are leading to flip so many local offices, okay? And, by the way, everybody, y'all remember how we talked about just recently, right? How, 47, talked about low IQ individual, this, that, and the third with Jasmine Crockett and everybody else, right? And also, too, how he is punishing blue states and everything in between. Check this out. So we covered this woman here. This is Abigail Spanberger, a 46-year-old former CIA operative and 3-term congresswoman. She is the next governor, okay? Now, this person here, my bad, let me flip the reverse rewind back. This person here is Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, a vocal MAGA supporter who sought to make history as the state's first black woman governor. Do y'all know that the president did not even give her an endorsement? But yet he cares about black people, though. You don't even care about black people within his own party. Okay? I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I really shouldn't be laughing this hard. I really shouldn't. This is too early to laugh. Actually, you know what? At this point, no, it's not. Because it's 11 a.m. and your brain should be up by now, damn it, okay? But I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was quite funny to me. With what's going on in the world. And then, of course, Nicki Minaj. You guys remember she came out for MAGA as well. And it's just like, girl, you do realize, like, if Trinidad's in a hurricane, he's not going to give a fuck about your country. So it's like everybody who tried to do the most, it backfired on. And by the way, this is the new governor of Virginia. This is the person who ran. Now, listen, we have a statement in our culture called Black Don't Crack. Her white is not cracking. Okay, listen, okay? And in addition to this happening, y'all, there is a beautiful sister who did make history as the first ever black female mayor in this particular city, Mary Sheffield, rather. I don't know if she's related to the Sheffields, Fran Sheffield and Mr. Sheffield from The Nanny, but that's neither here nor there. But Mary Sheffield makes history as Detroit's first ever black female mayor. So she is only 37 years old, and she's been elected as the first female mayor in Detroit's 323-year history. The Associated Press called the race at 9:20 p.m. projected Sheffield to win an overwhelming 77% of the vote compared to Clinton's 21%. Listen. So congratulations. So things are happening. And finally, y'all, here's some good news for y'all, because we've been in the middle of this government shutdown. From NBC News, some senators predict government shutdown now the longest in history could end this week. Bipartisan talks between rank and file Democrats and Republicans have been picking up, while House Speaker Mike Johnson endorsed a plan to fund the government into January. Right here, Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, Republican of Oklahoma, says, "I'm pretty confident. Entering its 36th day, the government shutdown is now the longest in American history. Those senators predicted Tuesday that impasse could end this week." After weeks without any movement, bipartisan talks among rank and file members, have been picking up, leading to the first public signs of optimism that the shutdown could end. So, all good things there. All right, let's get to our destinations. Just wanted to update you with what was going on, because we do cover breaking news at the top of the show. Now, let's get to our destinations here for Variety.com. Tom Bergeron to return to Dancing with the Stars for the first time since shocking 2020 exit. Tom Bergeron is heading back to the ballroom The longtime host of Dancing with the Stars will return on the 20th anniversary show set for November 11th. Additionally, many original pro dancers who are part of the series are set to make an appearance. In July 2020, Bergeron co-host Aaron Andrews exited the show. He had been a part of the competition show since its 2005 debut, leading it for 15 years and nearly 450 episodes. At the time he announced the news on Twitter, Ryan just informed Dancing with the Stars will be continuing without me. It's been an incredible 15-year run, the most unexpected gift in my career. I'm grateful for that and the lifelong friendships I made. That said, now what I'm supposed to do with all these glitter masks? In the years that followed, Bergeron has spoken out about what happened behind the scenes leading up to his ouster, claimed that he had been very vocal about not wanting a political figure on the show and was blindsided by the casting of Sean Spicer, President 47's former press secretary. My phone started blowing up when Spicer was announced. People were outraged, he said on Cheryl Brooks' podcast in 2023. At that moment, I knew this was probably my last season because of that one betrayal. I have been lied to by people who were in charge up to that point. There were people of character there. He added, I wanted viewers to know this was a step too far for me. This was a step too far on the cusp of election year. Again, have been a Democrat, same statement. And you know what? I will say this. Dancing with the Stars usually does not deal in politics. So for Tom Bergeron to say that, I think he was being very protective. I don't think this had anything to do with 47. I really don't. Right is right and wrong is wrong now. Of course, you know, if it's a former person, right, then there you go. But I think it was just the fact of the election was so tense. But yeah, I totally agree with Tom Bergeron on this. Tyra Banks took over hosting duties right began with season 29. Alfonso Ribeiro joined in season 31. The next season, Banks exited, was replaced by Julianne Hough. Roberto and Huff have been co-hosting the hit dance competition since season 32. The current season of Dancing with the Stars has broken audience and voting records week after week, with Wicked Night gaining 6.6 million total viewers, up 11% before the Emotional Dedication Night the week before, and a 1.38 rating with adults 18 to 49. This makes Dancing with the Stars the first fall show in 34 years since Nielsen's inception in 1991 to grow its audience for 5 straight weeks following the premiere, which is incredible in today's society. That is huge. Fan voting also hit a new high with 53.10 million votes cast. The last time this happened was on American Idol, okay, when it was on Fox. Dancing with the Stars airs Tuesdays at 7 Central on ABC and Disney Plus. It streams the next day on Hulu. By the way, the Hulu app and platform will be going away soon, so they will not be able to say that at all right here anybody else. All right. So Tom Bergeron, legendary host, he should still be at Dancing with the Stars. But see, here's the thing. Like I said to y'all before, do we know Tom Bergeron because of who he is as a person, or do we know him for Dancing with the Stars? We know Tom Bergeron for who he is, okay? He's been in the game a very long time, a legend for sure. Speaking of things happening in Hollywood, from Variety.com, Kim Kardashian's All's Fair bash with 0-star review and more horrendous reactions. This may be the worst TV drama ever, okay? Now listen, I'm not saying this. This article from Variety is saying this, okay? I'm just talking about which, okay? All right, let's get into it. Critics and TV journalists are eviscerating Ryan Murphy's All's Fair starring Kim Kardashian, calling the new legal drama existentially terrible, tacky, and disaster zone. Really? That bad? Okay. Let's get into it. The series, whose first 3 episodes are now available on Hulu and Disney Plus, follows a team of female divorce attorneys who open up their own practice in LA. Fierce, brilliant, and emotionally complicated, they navigate high-stakes breakups, scandalous secrets, and shifting allegiances, both in the courtroom and within their own ranks. In a world where money talks and love is battleground, these women don't just play the game, they change it, as synopsis reads. In addition to Kardashian, the 10-episode series stars Naomi Watts, Niecy Nash Betts. It really should be Niecy Nash Lee, but that's neither here nor there. Tiana Taylor, Sarah Paulson, and Glenn Close. In the New York Times 0-star review. First of all, I don't even know if a 0-star review has ever been done in the history of television, but Let's read it here. In the Times 0-star review of the series headline, All's Fair review. This may be the worst TV drama ever. Deputy TV editor Ben Dowell wrote, "Well done, Kim. You must have quite a healthy ego yourself to star in what may be, well, the worst television drama ever made, because All's Fair, Disney Plus is so bad it's not even enjoyably so. It thinks it's a feminist fable about spirited warriors getting their own back on cruel rich men, but is in fact a tacky, revolting monument to the same greed, vanity, and vice. It's supposed to target all scripted. It feels by Tyler who couldn't write on a wall." Oh my God! I wonder what Ryan Murphy is feeling right now. That was cutthroat. I mean, damn. You know, there's only one reaction I have for this. Give me a moment. There's only one reaction I can bring up for this. This is pretty bad. I'm not gonna say it with y'all. Here it is, here, child.
Come out the closet and stop keeping a secret and let the world know, if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side, I would have been. Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you were at your wit's end? That is my point of view. Because my point of view in the Easter story is relational.
This is not a relationship with All's Fair, because that review was cutthroat, gutter, and they gave no fucks. Now, of course, Glenn Close, Sarah Paulson, Tiana Taylor, Niecy Nash, Naomi Watts, they are all legends, okay, in the world of acting. So I don't think that's to them, okay? Because, listen, Ben Dow said, "Well done, Kim." That can't be all the review. Let me see this. Oh my God, that's pretty bad. Okay, I'll read the review here in a minute, because this is bad. This is very, 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 very bad. About what I don't think it is. Let me scroll down. But either way, that was a bad review. That was horrible. Oh my God. Okay, give me a moment, guys. The Sunday Times. Okay, that's why I thought, okay, my bad for saying it's the New York Times, it's the Sunday Times, but I'll read the review here in a little bit. But let's keep going here. Guardian TV critic Lucy Mangan also gave the series a 0-star rating, writing in her review, "I did not know it was still possible to make television this bad. I assumed that there was some sort of baseline, some inescapable bedrock knowledge of how to do it that now prevents any entry into the art form from falling below a certain standard, but I was wrong. The new series from Ryan Murphy, All's Fair, starring Kim Kardashian, Naomi Watts, and Niecy Nash as founders of an all-female law firm delivering divorcee justice to incredibly rich but slightly unlucky women under the alluring skies of California is terrible, fascinatingly, incomprehensibly, existentially terrible. Oh my God. Most reviews panned the performances, particularly Kardashian's as divorce attorney Laura Grant with the Telegraph's Ed Powerwright. Amid this disaster zone of soapy, plotting, reeking dialogue, it is perhaps unfair to single out Kardashian Her participation is just one disaster among many. She's an executive producer along with her mother and manager, Kris Jenner, yet there is no glossing over her skilled acting, already confirmed by her guest appearance in season 12 of Murphy's American Horror Story, even more striking than her lack of thespian chops. However, she is complete absence of screen presence. She has no aura, no unfiltered charisma. Forget an X Factor. Kardashian has a quality that threatens to lull the unprepared viewer into a stupor whenever she opens her mouth. Oh my God! They actually said this shit. I'm flabbergasted. My Lord, good morning to you. Nice to hear you. Tell us how you really feel. Dowell, meanwhile, said of Kardashian. Does Kardashian, who plans to take bar exams, we are told, make a convincing lawyer? No, she does. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. No, she does not, rather. She is to acting what Genghis Khan is to a peaceful liberal democracy through, of course, the dialogue, a tsunami of clunking cliche that drowns this whole enterprise in the first 5 minutes, doesn't help her cause. All's Fair marks Kardashian's second collaboration with Murphy after starring in the 12th season of American Horror Story, subtitled Delicate. The reality TV star also serves as an executive producer and legal drama alongside Murphy. Glamour editor Emily Maddock compared All Is Fair to watching an episode of The Kardashians, writing her review after sitting through the first episode of All's Fair. Aspirational is what they're aiming for, then God help us all. For it seems that Ryan Murphy, arguably one of the highest names in TV with countless brilliant and diverse award-winning shows under his belt, including Glee, American Horror Story, Pose, Scream Queens, and Nip Tuck, has been fully Kardashian-fied. He drunk the Kris Jenner Kool-Aid. The power of the pen and the keyboard, child. Ooh, Lord. And the Murphy cinematic universe has been affected by this so-called aspirational lifestyle the Kardashians dictate we should all be conforming to, aspire, which we all should be conforming to, aspire to, which in other words translates as behaving like a billionaire. New episodes of All's Fair will stream every Tuesday on Hulu and Disney Plus. That was bad. That was really, really bad. Let me show y'all this review from the Sunday Times, child, because this is the one that kicked it off here. Here it is. Here, All's Fair review. This may be the worst TV drama ever. Kim Kardashian and the rest of the star cast think they're in feminist fable about divorced lawyers, but Ryan Murphy's latest feels like a series of Insta boasts. Then this belongs to Elizabeth Taylor's Kim Kardashian's ass-kicking lawyer. Laura Grant asks her younger husband, Case Monroe, Matthew Carnazza, a beefcake American football player, hands her a piece of anniversary present bling. Well done, Kim. You must have quite a healthy ego to yourself to star in what may be the worst television drama ever made, because All's Fair Disney Plus is so bad, it's not even enjoyably so. It thinks it's a feminist fable about spirited boys getting back at their own cruel rich men, but it's in fact a tacky, revolting monument to the same greed, vanity, and averse. It's supposed to target all scripted, it feels, by a taller who couldn't write bum on the wall. Actually, the culprits here are the creator Ryan Murphy and his team, who have strung together creamy instabos into a clumsy, haphazard whole. And what is Glenn Close doing in this as the senior lawyer Dina Standish, who assembles the team, all of whom who have faintly orange starry names. Laura Ball busting girl gang includes Naomi Watts, Liberty Watson, and Niecy Nash's Emerald Green. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind going down Niecy Nash's Yellow Brick Road from time to time, my damn self, but that's neither here nor there. And she could be alpha buff she wants to. Mm-hmm. Moving on, we don't see. Oh my God. Good God, boy. Shut the fuck up. Read the review. We don't see a great deal of clothes after the cack-handed expository. Oh my God, my mouth. Opening flashback, wise move, but it does mean that she leaves the floor, or rather walk-in wardrobe, to the Grim ensemble, who are simply determined to get billions for often already pampered clients, apparently wronged in various ways by patriarchy. There's one young tech bro among the sea, a thoughtless age gets, though Allure does not judge the dominatrix he visits, of course. Okay, then. Open marriage, I guess. But their targets are caricatures that I hesitate to call cardboard because I'm reluctant to insult a very useful packaging material. Paper mache would be better. Oh my God. These words are like, okay, here's the flamethrower. Here's the flame, the flame thrower rather. I'm gonna just turn it up. I'm just gonna flame. Then the more I talk, I'm just gonna increase the heat. That's what I'm feeling from this review. I mean, good damn. The one slight twist is that Chase is also a wrong who sleeps with one of Laura's colleagues because he can't breathe in her perfect house with its perfect pains. You're famous, you have three Super Bowl rings, she tells him with a straight face, but Kardashian's face is always straight because acting is not her strong suit. No matter Laura's pain points, Laura's pain prompts her girl game to take her on a dinner and shopping spree to New York. The tawdry materialism of this drama is also staggering. Does Kardashian, who plans to take bar exams, we are told, make a commitment to a lawyer? No, she does not. She is to act in what Guinness Kong is to a peaceful liberal democracy. Though, of course, the dialogue of tsunami of funky cliche that drowns this whole enterprise in the first 5 minutes doesn't help her cause. I'm making your favorite drink. Laura tells Chase at one point she makes at one point she makes him a drink. The woman has one female enemy, and Carrington Lane, Sarah Paulson, a woman who we are told needs to learn to be human, before she channels closest Cruella de Vil while smashing up Nina's office. That's a gift from Golden Mare. Nina tells Carrington a gift here is worth a little without a famous name attached. Before the young woman storm out to fulfill her role as the principal female antagonist. But that's the thing about this 10-part drama, is so steeped in obnoxiously dumb stream of feminist sloganism, and our heroines are so dreadful that it sometimes feels as if it doesn't like women very much. The first 3 episodes of All's Fair are now available on Disney Plus. New episodes released weekly. Now, the critics have spoken. Hashtag the tribe has spoken. Shout out to Survivor. Let me tell you something. I have not watched the show. All those actresses I name are legends. We all know Kim Kardashian is not an actress. This is just more of, I gotta put this. She's basically doing what Stephen A. Smith is doing. She's just playing an actor, but that doesn't mean she wants to do a full transition, right? I will say that I'm not going to blame the staff and crew because they just do what they are told for Ryan Murphy and Kim Kardashian, right? And I always say try to support shows because, let me tell you something, they tape 12-hour, 14-hour days, right? So I don't want this show to fail because that staff and crew doesn't get checks for their families. Even a family of one is still a family, okay? So, but damn, that was a harsh review. That was very, very harsh, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's roll on. Child, there's a lot going on in the world today. I can tell you that right now from rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25 years. UPS flight 2976 tragedy unfolds in Louisville skies. As investigations unfold, authorities grapple with the aftermath of one of aviation's darkest days in Louisville. A catastrophic aviation disaster unfolded Tuesday evening when a UPS cargo aircraft plummeted from the sky shortly after departure, claiming at least 7 lives. At first, it was 3 people, but now it's 7 lives, and sending shockwaves through the Louisville community. The tragedy, which occurred at Muhammad Ali International Airport, has prompted extensive emergency response and raised urgent questions about aviation safety protocols. The McDonnell Douglas MD-11 cargo jet operating as UPS flight 2976 crashed around 5:15 p.m. local time on November 4th. So this happened yesterday after lifting off from the Kentucky airport. The aircraft had been bound for Daniel K. Inoue International Airport in Honolulu, Hawaii. Aloha to all of the Hawaiians. Much love to you all, the Samoans and Polynesians and everybody. Y'all are just fabulous people. Carrying what was meant to be a routine cargo shipment across the Pacific. The Instead, the flight ended in flames near the intersection of Fern Valley and Grade Lane, igniting a massive fire that required hundreds of firefighters across the state to contain. And by the way, as I mentioned in Hawaii, still prayers up to them because, as you guys know, they went through that horrible fire in Maui and they are still in recovery mode. Just because we're not covering the story anymore, and when I say we are covering the story, I mean other content creators who cover other shit, and also all the news organizations. Just because the news cycle moves on doesn't mean that people are still going through shit. So let's recognize that there are bigger issues at hand during that, all right? Emergency calls flooded dispatch centers at approximately 5:14 p.m. with witnesses reporting the horrifying scene of the aircraft going down. The impact created a debris field that has necessitated a comprehensive grid search by recovery teams, though authorities warn that the death toll is expected to climb as crews systematically comb through the wreckage. Emergency response mobilizes across the region to scale the disaster, demanding unprecedented response from emergency services. Fire crews vowed relentlessly to suppress the towering flames that engulfed the crash site. Their efforts complicated by aviation fuel and the aircraft's cargo. The coordinated response drew personnel from multiple counties, illustrating the severity of the situation. Louisville Metro Police moved swiftly to establish a shelter-in-place order encompassing all locations within a 1-mile radius of the airport. Authorities emphasize that pedestrians must avoid the area entirely, while residents and businesses within the affected zone should remain indoors to protect themselves from hazardous smoke and scattered debris. The directive aims to prevent civilian casualties and allow emergency personnel impeded access to the scene. Jefferson Police extended protective measures across the Ohio River, implemented their own shelter in place from the river north to 10th Street and eastward along the waterway to the port of Indiana. The Health Department issued additional guidance recommending that those within shelter zones deactivate all air intake systems to prevent smoke inhalation and exposure to potentially toxic particles. Investigation launches its questions now. The Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board have launched a full-scale investigation into the catastrophe, with the NTSB assuming lead responsibility for determining the cause. The agency has dispatched investigators to Kentucky who will examine every facet of the incident, from mechanical systems to weather conditions and crew communications. The official cause remains undetermined as investigators begin their painstaking work. Aviation experts note that MD-11 aircraft, while reliable workhorses of the cargo industry, have complex systems that require thorough examination. Okay, let me just keep going because that just triggered me for a minute. Let's keep going. The NTSB has committed to provide regular updates as their investigation progresses, though definitive answers may take months to emerge. UPS suspends operations and offers support. The shipping giant responded to the tragedy with immediate operational changes, especially for profound grief. In a statement released shortly after the crash, UPS acknowledged the devastating loss and pledged full cooperation with the investigating authorities. The company announced a complete halt to its operations at its Worldport facility, canceling the next day airs and instructing employees not to report for their scheduled shifts. This unprecedented move reflects both the gravity of the situation and the company's commitment to support affected workers and families during this traumatic period. UPS established a family assistance line at 1-800-631-0604. That's 800-631-0604. That's 800-631-0604 for relatives of employees seeking information about their loved ones. The company emphasizes its dedication to the safety of employees, customers, and communities, knowing that Louisville serves as home to its airline operations and thousands of workers. Community safety remains paramount priority. Law enforcement agencies have issued stern warnings regarding crash debris, which may be scattered across a wide area. Residents who encounter any wreckage should avoid physical contact and report findings through the Louisville Metro government website. The debris could pose multiple hazards, from sharp metal fragments to contaminated materials requiring specialized handling. Grade Lane will remain closed indefinitely between Stooges and Creatine, disrupting local traffic patterns as investigators secure the crash site. Authorities have not provided a timeline to reopen the thoroughfare, emphasizing that investigation integrity takes precedence over convenience. The tragedy marks a somber moment for Louisville's aviation community and the broader logistics industry as investigators work to unravel what caused Flight 2976 to fall from the sky. Families await answers while a shaken community begins processing this profound loss. The coming days will bring both grief and the slow, methodical pursuit of truth that characterizes major aviation investigations. So this is the video here. I just said trigger warning for it.
Let's take you back there. Police say that injuries have been reported. There is a shelter in place issued within a 5-mile radius of the airport. We've given you the facts that we know of them right now. So joining us right now is aviation expert Tom Kenton. Tom, first, good evening. And second, when you look at this, what are your eyes? What is your expert? What is your mind telling you?
Well, this looks like obviously a major conflagration involving a jumbo cargo aircraft, reportedly an MD-11, which is a very large aircraft.
So as you can see there, my Lord Jesus, if we go a little bit further, you can see the damage here. I mean, it looks like a volcano from Hawaii just picked up itself and just said, all right, I'm done, and flipped itself upside down and just let go of the lava there. A very, very sad situation. You know, I think we can all agree in the last administration, there were not as many plane crashes. Actually, there were no plane crashes. There were probably some, but not to this frequency, right? Something that really triggered me with this destination here is that aviation experts note that MD-11 aircraft, while reliable workhorses of the cargo industry, have complex systems that require thorough examination. So that should tell you something. If you have to do thorough examination, doesn't that mean that you guys should be trying to look at other cargo planes that are better equipped and more safe for these cargo workers? I'm just asking a question. That really, really triggered me. So prayers up to every family member, friend, and everybody involved, and also to prayers up to UPS as well, everybody. So a very, very, very sad situation here. And then, of course, here, at least 9 killed, others injured after UPS plane crashes near the Louisville airport. This comes to us from CNN here. So here is dash cam shows the moment the UPS plane crash landed in Louisville. So
that unrelenting itch. When moderate to severe eczema is uncontrolled despite treatment, get itch relief fast and skin clearance that lasts with Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key symptoms of eczema. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvio today.
UPS freight plane crashed shortly after takeoff, killing 7 people and injuring at least 11 more. So this moment captured on this dashcam video shows when the plane crashed, ripping through local businesses, including a petroleum recycling facility, which set off those secondary explosions. The crash left a massive trail of fire and thick black smoke for miles.
There it is right there. You know, I think that's the appropriate language for that. You just see a plane just come through out of nowhere, fire everywhere. You would be saying, oh shit,
school district absolutely. And a shelter-in-place order is in effect for a 1-mile radius around the crash site. A team of more than 24 from the NTSB will travel to Louisville today to head the investigation. Joining me now is CNN transportation analyst and former inspector general at the Department of Transportation, Mary Schiavo. Mary, thank you for being with us this morning. These images were so striking. I think people who are seeing them probably are even pretty surprised. This plane was headed to Honolulu, When you look at this video, what stands out?
That's all I can say is my Lord.
Well, the obviously the smoke and the fire, and that's 36,000 gallons of fuel. That's what this kind of plane can hold, and it would have been fully loaded for Honolulu. And now you have lots of video footage when an accident like this happens. 30 years ago when we had accidents like that, it was very difficult to ascertain facts so early. But here you can see there was a fire on the left wing, and in the light of day, after the smoke and fire was cleared away, you could see that the engine had detached from the aircraft before the final impact and fireball. So usually when you look at an accident like this on takeoff, and I've worked many over the years in the past, but in those cases, it was what was called an uncontained engine failure, meaning the engine spews out parts, they expel from that engine, the centrifugal force from the engine's, the blades spinning, and they can cut through the plane and cut fuel lines. And where this is located, it looks as if that fuel tank was ruptured, and that would explain the fireball. But the investigators will have this thanks to the footage, the film, and of course the wreckage on the ground. But that engine clearly came off of that plane before the final impact, and that's just, the poor pilots could do nothing at that point. It's certainly not pilot error.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for that commentary there from CNN. Here we go. What you need to know: MD-11 plane, a UPS cargo plane, crashed shortly after taking off from Louisville, Kentucky airport Tuesday, leaving a fiery trail of destruction. At least 9 people have died and others are injured, officials say. Warned the death toll could climb as the investigation continues. Crash investigation. A NTSB team of at least 28 people will arrive today to lead the probe into the crash at airport, officials said. Flights resume on a limited basis. Passenger flights to and from Louisville are now resuming, according to the airport's website, but they are hampered by a major backlog of delayed flights from Tuesday night, with only one runway currently in operation. So to everybody, listen, flights go all the time. I mean, as we were asleep, there was a flight up in the air at midnight. That's what we call a red eye. So here is some breaking news here. November 5th, that's today at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At this time, runway 1129 is open at SDF, and the airport is available for aircraft operations. TSA screening remains ongoing this morning for departing passengers. Anyone scheduled to depart or arrive at SDF today is encouraged to closely monitor their flight status and delays, as cancellations are likely following yesterday's incident. And then here's the update here from yesterday, November 4th at 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any traveler scheduled to depart or arrive to the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport, SDF, tomorrow, which is today, November 5th, should closely monitor their flight status, as delays and cancellations are likely following today's aircraft incident involving UPF Flight 2976. Of course, this was yesterday. Just giving you the latest as we have it here. The airfield is expected to be available for passenger and cargo operations tomorrow, which is today, by the way. Officials at the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport, SDF, have been in contact with NTSB, who will be on site today, November 5th. Information regarding any media briefings following their arrival will be communicated accordingly. Please follow SDF's official Twitter account. But since this is a big situation, I will say X for the context, conjecture, connection, where you need to go. We all know it's called Twitter. Okay. Fly Louisville or flylouisville.com for additional information as it becomes available. And so this was the intel at the time. Airline UPS Airlines aircraft type MD-11 flight number 2976. Number of individuals, 3 aboard the aircraft, and then time of the accident, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Departure airport, Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport, SDF. Destination airport, Daniel K. Amnogi International Airport (HNL). Impact on airport operations. All departing flights scheduled for yesterday, last night, November 4th, have been canceled. Please check directly with your airline for latest updates, rebooking options, and flight stats information. And of course, follow SDF's official X account for this situation here, but we all know it's Twitter. Fly Louisville or flylouisville.com for additional information as it becomes available. So there is that there. And so we got some more updates here. This just came out 8 minutes ago. Governor will tour crash scene with Mayor Beshear. Says Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear will tour the site where a UPS cargo plane crashed into a blazing inferno. The governor said during 11:30 a.m. press conference Wednesday. So this literally just happened not too long ago. Here he will be joined by Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg. Beshear said the governor added he believes members of the National Transportation Safety Board have arrived to begin investigating the Tuesday disaster. Hawaiian dresses found among airplane debris. Witnesses say the debris airfield from the deadly UPS crash in Louisville includes not only wreckage of the plane, but what is left of cargo it was carrying. People near the airport told CNN affiliate Wave that they saw Hawaiian-style dresses not far from the scene that appeared to have come from the Honolulu-bound flight. UPS has not said if it has determined what cargo was on the plane or if it plans to reach out to recipients. Normally, customers must file a claim for 60 days of scheduled delivery if they believe a package has been lost. The 5 million square foot Worldport storage facility, which sits on the southern end of Louisville's International Airport between two main runways, is the main air hub for UPS. It's capable of handling 416,000 packages an hour. Good damn. It can accommodate 125 aircraft upon its apron. UPS is the largest employer in Louisville, Kentucky. I had no idea about that. At least 9 people were killed. Here's what we know about the number of injured. While the death toll from the UPS plane crash is expected to rise, the number of patients hospitalized has dropped. Officials said at least 9 people were killed in the crash. That number will likely grow. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear told CNN's Kate Baldwin on Wednesday. U of L Health said it treated 15 injured patients in several hospitals and medical centers within the health system. As of this morning, 13 of those patients have been discharged. U of L Health said earlier Wednesday the health system said 2 burn victims remain in critical condition. And then, of course, city leaders will provide an update on the Louisville plane crash at 11 a.m. So basically, right as we were getting on the air to go on tour together here, they gave an update here. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg will join other officials at 11 a.m. to provide updates on the UPS plane crash at the city's international airport that killed at least 9 people. Greenberg will be joined by officials from the airport, emergency services, and the fire department that responded to the blaze. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating the cause of the crash. So I think there's one new update. Let's get you that. Death toll likely to rise. No other survivors expected. Governor says the death toll in the UPS plane crash in Louisville currently at 9. It's likely to rise. Governor Andy Beshear said late Wednesday morning. Now, I'm fairly confident that number will grow by at least 1. We hope it doesn't grow by 2 more, the governor said at a news conference at the state capitol. It should be only a matter of hours before authorities have a clear picture of whether anyone's still missing in the crash. According to Beshear, they do not expect to find survivors today. There's a significant amount of resources in search and rescue. Also, what is by now the recovery effort that is occurring, Beshear said. So that's everything you need to know up to this point. Please, I'm going to drop the phone number for the family assistance line here. So let me do that right now. So if you are in Louisville, Kentucky, and you believe that maybe somebody that you know has worked on that cargo plane, I'm going to drop the phone number right here, right from the space right here, right now. So this is the phone number you need to call, 800-631-0604. That's 800-631-0604. That's 800-631-0604. Okay, so there you go there, everybody. A very, very sad situation. And from a sad situation to another sad situation here from Fox News here. Trigger warning for everybody. Woman found dead at Disney's Pop Century Resort in fourth tragic incident in a month. Orange County Sheriff's Office confirms no foul play in death at Pop Century Resort. My Lord Jesus. Really? Is this what we're doing? Give me a moment, y'all. I'm not going to join Fox News in order to read this story. We'll find another way to talk about it. Okay, so dailymail.com. That's what we'll do. Daily Mail always has it. So here it is from dailymail.com, rather. A fourth Disney World visitor dies in a month as a woman in her 40s is found dead at hotel. A Disney World guest has been found dead inside her hotel, making her the fourth visitor to die at the doomed resort in just 1 month. A woman in her 40s was found unresponsive at the Pop Century Resort in the early hours of Sunday morning. She was later pronounced dead in the hospital. A spokesman for the Orange County Sheriff's Office told the Daily Mail there were no signs of foul play. The Daily Mail has reached out to Disney World for more information. The fatality has continued the eerie pattern at the Happiest Place over the past month. Disney superfan Summer Iniquis died by ooey at the Contemporary Resort Hotel on October 14th. Now, something that I do remember from the Fox News article is that apparently, now I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently there are people who will go to Disney World and will jump themselves off of the Contemporary Resort Tower, or off the Contemporary Resort, rather. Give me a moment, because I know I can probably bring it up on mobile. Just like, when did Fox News start doing, behind the wall stuff? Give me a moment, y'all. Just a very sad situation all the way around. It's just, and of course, everybody, will do what they want to do, obviously, in life. But this is just team too much, in the words of Tamar S.T. Braxton. So let me bring this up here. This is just sad. Okay, go to our channel here. See if I can bring this up. Like I said, very, very sad situation all the way around, honestly. It's just, oh my God, okay. It's loaded up now, y'all. I just want to make sure that I'm saying this very accurately. Okay. So a woman in her 40s was transported to the hospital where she passed away. The Orange County Sheriff's Office said in email to Fox News Digital there were no signs of foul play. The New York Post reported that authorities discovered the woman at the Pop Century Resort, one of Disney's value tier hotels near Epcot and Hollywood Studios, which is connected to both parks right by the Disney Skyliner gondola system. Her death follows multiple fatalities at Disney resorts in the past month. At least 3 guests died within a 10-day period last month, reports show. The most recent death is a man in his 60s whose manner of death was ruled ooey. A spokesperson for the Orange County Medical Examiner's Office told Fox Business he was found at Disney's Contemporary Resort located near Magic Kingdom, Post reported. Before that, a man in his 60s died from a pre-existing condition at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, the outlet said. Days earlier, child, this is just... let me breathe, because child, you never know what people are going through. Days earlier, 31-year-old Disney superfan Summer Equist died at the Contemporary Resort, what authorities reportedly called a apparent suicide. Since opening in 1971, 68 people, that is crazy, 68 people have died at Walt Disney World, the Post noted. Disney historian and podcast host Jim Hill discussed the resort's dark history in a 2022 interview with the outlet. There's this weird phenomenon where people who are severely depressed but want to have hang on, let me flip that, reverse that, around the back. There's this weird phenomenon where people who are severely depressed but want to have that one last good happy family memory will go to Walt Disney World. Jim Hill on the Disney Wish podcast told the Post in 2022 they will deliberately, now this is from Fox News.com. Okay, I'm reading the article from Fox News on my phone because obviously it's a wall. But trigger warning for what I'm about to say. Okay, because we care about mental health around here, and sincerely, when you have a platform, you're responsible for what you say. So I'm only saying this to give context, conjecture, and connection to this story, and also this is what Jim Hill, who is a huge Disney historian and a huge podcast host, they'll deliberately book a room at the Contemporary Resort, which is 14 stories tall, and after that happy family time will throw themselves off the building, he said. I'm going to read that 2 more times. They will deliberately book a room at the Contemporary Resort, which is 14 stories tall, and after that happy family time, they will throw themselves off the building. One more time. This is to give context, conjecture, and connection to this destination we are at right now. And also this comes from Jim Hill, okay, who's a Disney historian and a podcast host. They'll deliberately book a room at the Contemporary Resort, which is 14 stories tall, and after that happy time, they will throw themselves off the building. Further details about the most recent death have not been released. Disney did not respond to Fox News individuals' requests for comment on the matter. And we'll finish it up here from the Daily Mail right here. Disney fan Summer Equist, 31, died by suicide at the Contemporary Resort on October 14th for cause of death was ruled as multiple blunt impact injuries, where the medical examiner provided no further information. So that young lady there, that gentleman there, Equist, who was visiting Disney World during her honeymoon, good God, man, she just got married. Oh my God. All right. Good Lord. Had flown to the resort from Illinois, about to tell her family before she died. Prayers up to that family to marry off your daughter to the mom and dad, and for her brothers and her sisters and her friends and family, to not know that she was, and nobody knows the day, nor the hour, nor the minute, nor the second, nor the milliseconds, nor the seconds upon seconds of that time period. Do we know when it's our final day? But that was horrible. That she got married and she went on a honeymoon, which you would think Disney World would be a wonderful place for a honeymoon. And now she's no longer here with you. Quite a sad situation here. Just days later, on October 21st, a 60-year-old man died after suffering a medical episode at the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. The man had been traveling with his wife, who found him unresponsive. The nurse anesthesia report reviewed by people.com did not include the cause of death, but noted that he suffered from hypertension and end-stage liver disease. Aspiring NFL referee Matt Cohen, 28, was the most recent person to die at the resort before Sunday's victim. Cohen took his own life at the same hotel as the police on October 23rd. He reportedly jumped from a balcony. So this is the young lady here, Summer Equise, right here. And then here is Matt Cohen, 28 years old here. Including the 4 recent deaths, Walt Disney World's death toll since its opening in 1971 is 69. The Pop Century Resort, where the woman in her 40s passed away, is home to a budget hotel themed around 20th century American pop culture, known for its bold decor. The site is connected to Epcot and Hollywood Studios by the Skyliner, a gondola lift system that links multiple theme parks of resorts to one another. So, very sad situation here. So, much love, prayers, and support to family and friends of all these people who have passed away, and whether somebody has committed suicide or it was a pre-existing condition. Losing somebody is terrifying, it is scary, and it's a downright sad state of affairs. And just nothing but love, light, and prayers to them. Especially, I had no idea of this. I'm gonna come on the big screen right now. Most of you know my story from middle school, where I was almost out here. I've told that story before, and that story has literally evolved my life. There was a brother named Shakal that pulled me up out the street because there was a big bus. And thank God the bus stopped. I am okay sharing this story because I have dealt with it mentally, emotionally, soulfully, every other lead that you can. And I remember I was at all region tryouts. I saw Shakal and I thanked him for giving me my second chance. So sincerely, check on friends, check on family, check on the people you love, check on your kids, check into you. Life is way too fucking damn short for you not to be above the ground to make change on the ground. And like I said, I had no idea that people would go to Disney World and stay at the Contemporary Resort, which honestly, if you don't know about the history of Contemporary Resort, it was the first hotel that had the modular system where they would build the hotel rooms offsite and then they would insert them in the slots. It's basically what cruise lines do now when they're making cruise ships. But to go to that resort after having a wonderful time and then jump off of that to commit suicide, very, very sad. Very, 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 very sad. We're going to take a little commercial break because I feel like I need it. I feel like you need it. I feel like we all need it. You know, I always have said that with this show, I'm going to always make sure it's sunshine and rainbows. But when it's rain and lightning, I'm going to navigate you through that too. So we're going to take a little commercial break. And we'll be back with more Brainley's Virtual Tour Live right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Rolling.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies.
Sorry, y'all. I'm going to do that one more time so y'all can see the lyrics. My bad.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Brain only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back. story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done our way with Braylon Lee. Spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life. Oh, maybe we should get in the van. In this world, we don't get to control much. Past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
Where our magic comes from? They say if you dream a thing more than once, please, 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 it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Have all of you here. Welcome back in. Like I said, we just got done talking about Disney World and also UPS, those tragedies that happened. And I do want to say this, in the theme park world, Kevin Zavala, who passed away after riding Stardust Racers at Celestial Park inside Universal's Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. That happened on the East Coast. And then on the West Coast, there was a woman who passed away after riding the Haunted Mansion. As you guys know, the saying goes, there's 999 happy haunts. There's always room for one more. And I know what some of you may be thinking, well, Brandon, how can you play Universal's Epic Universe in that Disney commercial? Because here's the thing. And I said this before when it came to Mr. Kevin Zavala at Universal's Epic Universe. It is a very sad, tragic, and horrific situation that happened. But that should not mean the condemning of Universal Orlando, Universal Creative, the team members, the crew, and the fans of Universal, and the people who spent their money to go have a good time. And it's the same thing with Disney. Same thing. That does not mean that Disney parks should be getting dragged through the mud. That does not mean the cast members and the staffs and crew should be dragged through the mud. That does not mean fans should be dragged through the mud. That does not mean people who spend their money at Disney should be dragged through the mud. Two things can be true. It was very sad what happened at Walt Disney World and at Universal. But in the same token, these parks have brought a lot of joy to a lot of people. And I know whenever we get into a situation like this, the first thing we want to do is drag before we uplift. And like I said, have you seen the world today? Now, I'm not the moral barometer for the world because, in the words of Max Kellerman, who is blacker than Stephen A. Smith, according to Terrell Owens, If the fate of the world was on the line, laser beam on the world, and the world had to choose somebody to save it, I probably would not be the first one tagged in. I'll probably be number 100. At least I'm still number 100 on that list because at least I give a damn. Give a ish about people. So let's just remember that as we move forward. All right. Speaking of theme parks, I know how we're going to transition from this to this next thing. Believe me, this is a very big deal in the world of theme parks here from attractionsmagazine.com, a very huge platform in the world of theme parks here. Paramount theme park in South Korea planned for 2030. Yeah, you heard me correctly. A Paramount designed theme park and resort, the Hashwan International Theme Park at Star Bay City, is planned to open in South Korea with potential rides based on intellectual property like Nickelodeon and Star Trek. Now, Nickelodeon Studios was at Universal Orlando for a very long time. You had Jimmy Neutron's Nicktoon Blast for a very long time there. And then, of course, you had this, and shout out to, I'm trying to think of the channel, but shout out to a YouTube channel that talked about this Nickelodeon Splash Coaster. It was really, really cool. It was an interactive coaster where you rode the roller coaster and water jets would be spraying below on the crowd, but then the audience down below could spray them as they were riding the coaster. It was really, really cool. I think that was at another park there, but we'll get to that here in just a minute. But then you had Nickelodeon Lasso at Euro Studios Hollywood, which I was privileged enough to be able to experience, right? So it's interesting, based on intellectual property like Nickelodeon and Star Trek. So here it is here. So it looks like they are going to try to bring Expedition Everest to this park. Shout out to Disney, and they got the iconic stars. So that is the logo. So you're going to be in the logo in real life there. So that's the concept rendering. Introducing Star City Theme Park Resort, designed by Paramount. Korean retail company Shingazi Group has recruited Paramount Global to design Star Bay City, a resort complex complete with the Hashwan International theme. Paramount intellectual property will be part of the new park, lending possibilities for attractions based on Star Trek, Top Gun, or Nickelodeon television series, among others. Shinganzi and Paramount announced Star Bay City on October 10th, 2024 at the Global Intellectual Property Company attraction ceremony according to Korea Jungang Daily, with projected 2029 openings. So 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029. So in 5 years. As of October 29th, 2025, Shinganzi is now eyeing a 2030 opening for the resort's first phase, according to the Gyeonggi Provisional Government website. After breaking ground in the second half of 2026, Shinganzi anticipates the entire park being open by 2035. So this is the park here. So as we zoom in, so I think that is Paramount Pictures, because that is the outside Paramount Pictures in Hollywood. And then of course, I know somebody will break down this concept our job, but this looks like a huge roller coaster. Of some sort. You see craters there, so I'm guessing that might have something to do with Star Trek. I'm assuming, don't know. Another roller coaster back here, and then of course right here. And of course you have the Paramount Mountains. Now I don't know if this is going to be New York Street, because as you guys know, they take Americanized versions of our parks and bring them over to international parks as well. But that is what we see there. And then right here, I don't think this is Madagascar. I don't know what this area is, but it looks like a kid land for sure. I mean, it's very themed. I will definitely say that it's very, very themed. The Paramount theme park will be located in Hashwan, about 45 kilometers or 28 miles from Seoul. The park will be 4.23 square kilometers, or about 1,045 acres large. For comparison, Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California encompasses 500 acres. The project costs $9.5 trillion won, or about $6.6 billion. That's a lot of money. Good Lord. Foretold development through 2050, nearly double the original estimation when the park first was announced in 2024. Welcome back, Paramount Parks, kind of. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And let me see if I can bring up that YouTube channel real quick here, because that's what I was going to say. This is their foray back into the theme park world. Let's give it a moment. I do remember, I literally watched it yesterday, I believe. Come on now. Oh, hang on. Let me just type in Nickelodeon water coaster. There it is. So it was Expedition Theme Park. Let me show y'all this here. That's what it is. That's what it is here. So this right here, this was quite interesting. This is the Nickelodeon flying super saturated roller soaker that was at Paramount Carowinds, right? So just to show you here, here's the history here. So Paramount Parks was a subsidiary of National Amusements owned Viacom, headquartered at Paramount's Carowinds Amusement Park in Charlotte, North Carolina. Founded in 1993, at the time of its acquisition, the company owned and operated 5 amusement and / water parks, which annually attracted 13 million patrons. Viacom assumed control of the company as part of its acquisition of Paramount Pictures in 1994. On June 30th, 2026, Cedar Fair acquired the company. The deal included a 10-year license to use the Paramount Parks name and theme, and a 4-year license to use Nickelodeon names and themes. Cedar Fair declined to exercise the Paramount license when they dropped Paramount and CBS licensed names from the parks after the 2007 season, but opted to retain Nickelodeon names and themes until after the 2009 season when this license expired. So this is them getting back into it, right? And so right here, as you can see, in June 2007, it was revealed that Paramount Theme Park was to be developed and open at the Dubai Lake Complex, which itself is currently on hold in United Arab Emirates. Of course, there was a Universal Dubai Park that was supposed to be happening as well. No further developments were made. The project was abandoned in 2016. In October 2011, plans for a new Paramount Theme Park to be developed in Albana, Murna, revealed in Madrid. The resort to be called Paramount Park was to be the second largest theme park in Europe after Disneyland Paris. Projects to continue with the construction of the park have been scrapped. And then in December 2018 was announced that Paramount Pictures signed a deal with Mahogany Gaming and Entertainment to install the first Paramount branded theme park in Incheon, South Korea, slated to open in 2025. 3 years after Inspire Integrated Resort Entertainment Resorts opening, Paramount and Daewoo Motor Sales previously announced in 2008 it will build Paramount Movie Park Korea in Songdo near Incheon, but the plans were never announced due to financial problems of Daewoo Motor Sales in 2019. It was announced that Paramount Pictures with London Resort Company Holdings Paramount theme in London, United Kingdom. The London Resort will open in 2024 and start construction in 2021. So there it is there. Right here. Welcome back, Paramount Parks, kind of. This is from Attractions Magazine. American theme park goers may remember visiting Paramount Parks in the 1990s and 2000s. Abundant with attractions based on Paramount intellectual properties at Paramount Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. For example, guest experience roller coasters themed to Star Trek's Borg as a similar clothes, and Top Gun, the jet coaster now called Afterburn, plus entire land themed as Wayne's World and Nickelodeon Central. Beyond Paramount Parks, Nickelodeon also enjoyed a prominent presence at University of Florida in its working studio facilities in the 90s. Yes, indeed, their remnant of the past here. The orange line on the ground at Carowinds is designated the parade route from Nickelodeon Celebration Parade from the mid 2000s, pictured here still in 2024. So right here in 2022, Paramount and Entertainment Company Kios announced the construction of a theme park in Bali, Indonesia, which has yet to open, as I already told y'all. Cedar Fair in turn merged with Six Flags in 2024, and of course, Paramount Parks Division was purchased by Cedar Fair in 2006, with its attraction eventually dropping its Paramount intellectual properties. So, very big deal. Paramount getting back into the theme park game. Now, of course, I would not think that they're bringing this to the U.S. at all. For many reasons. Here, as you can see here, the intellectual properties here. This could include Mission Impossible, Larry films, Nickelodeon, and of itself is a wealth of popular and beloved properties. SpongeBob SquarePants, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Dora the Explorer, Rugrats, the list goes on. However, there is a thing called Nickelodeon Universe at the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota, and at American Dream Mall in Rutherford, New Jersey, right? So there is that as well. Perhaps less susceptible to theme park adaptation, but nonetheless owned by Paramount, or hits like Mean Girls and long range shows like Survivor. Are you kidding? They did Olmec's Temple Challenge at Nickelodeon and Nickelodeon Universe. They could, of course, do a Survivor ride or some Survivor ropes course for sure. Some of Paramount's other prolific movies contain licensed characters that the studio it doesn't own itself, such as Transformers from Hasbro and Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega. Paramount franchises sometimes manifest at Universal parks, such as a haunted house based on a Quiet Place at Halloween Horror Nights in 2024, and a Star Trek Picard experience at Universal Fan Fest Nights in 2025. Come 2026, Bikini Bottom will be a land at the new Universal Kids theme park in Texas, in Frisco, Texas, that is. Beyond Universal in 2024, a SpongeBob Dark Ride opened up in Las Vegas. The Nickelodeon Universe indoor theme parks are arguably the most prominent location-based experience of Paramount intellectual property in the United States today. So, there is that there for you all. I'm so sorry, I wasn't even able to see a child. That's how live we are, okay? That's how live we are. But I don't mind reading it again, child. I really don't, because we got time, man. I know how to read fast. Here it is here. Paramount theme park South Korea planned for 2030. So this is going to be at Star City Bay. Hashwan International Theme Park at Star City Bay is planned to open in South Korea. Potential rise based on intellectual property like Nickelodeon Star Trek. So there it is there. That's what it will look like. So the Paramount Mountains will be in real life. So basically, Paramount intellectual property will be a part of the new park, lending possibilities for attractions based on Star Trek, Top Gun, or Nickelodeon television series, among others. So Korean retail company Shingazi Group has recruited Paramount Global to design Starbase Sea resort complex, complete with a Hashwan International theme park. And of course, this is a projected 2029 opening. They announced this October 10th at the Global Intellectual Property Company attraction ceremony. As of October 29th, 2025, Shingazi is now eyeing a 2030 opening for the resort's first phase, according to the Gyeonggi Provincial Government website. So, after breaking ground in the second half of 2026, Shingazi anticipates the entire park being open by 2035. Like I said here, Paramount Pictures, it's got to do something with Star Trek here. You have another roller coaster over here. Some type of theme land over here. And this is going to be New York Street. And of course, you have more theming here. More theming here. So, if you guys a comparison, Disneyland Resort in California is about 500 acres, where this will be double that, 1,045 acres. And the project will cost 9.5 trillion won, about $6.6 billion for total development from 2050, nearly doubling the original estimation for when the park was first announced in 2024. And like I said, Paramount Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. They had that park along with many other Paramount parks in the 1990s and 2000s. For example, guest experience roller coasters themed to Star Trek, a similar now closed, and Top Gun, the jet coaster now called Afterburn, was entire land themed as Wayne's World, Nickelodeon Central, Beyond, Paramount Parks. Nickelodeon also enjoyed a prominent presence at Universal Studios Florida in its working studio facilities in the 90s. And of course, right here, that orange line is designated the parade route for Nickelodeon Celebration Parade from mid-2000s. Pictured here, still visible in 2024. Shout out to Blake Taylor for that. And then, of course, Cedar Fair in turn merged with Six Flags in 2024. In 2022, the company Paramount and the entertainment company Kios announced the construction of a theme park in Bali, Indonesia, which is yet to open. And of course, Mission Impossible could be intellectual property that keeps Clarion Films. Nickelodeon in and of itself is a wealth of popular and beloved properties. SpongeBob SquarePants, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Dora the Explorer, Rugrats, the list goes on. There's Star Trek there, and Top Gun. By the way, this sister right here has been doing it well in Hollywood. So shout out to that sister right there. Jesus, it's the grades for me. Moving on. Top Gun with Tom Cruise there, and then of course some other properties that may not be susceptible to theme park adaptation is Mean Girls and CBS shows like Survivor. I believe there was a ride based on Survivor. They could do a ropes course, like I said before. And then, of course, there are some other prolific movies containing licensed characters that the studio doesn't own itself, like Transformers from Hasbro and Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega. Paramount franchises sometimes manifest at Universal theme parks, such as in a haunted house based on Quiet Place at Halloween Horror Nights in 2024, and Star Trek Picard Experience at Universal Fan Fest Nights in 2025. From 2026, Bikini Bottom will be a new land at the Universal Kids Theme Park in Frisco, Texas, and beyond. Universal in 2024, SpongeBob Dark Ride opened up in Vegas. The Nickelodeon Universe indoor theme parks are arguably some of the most prominent location-based experience of Paramount intellectual property in the U.S. today. And then, of course, here is the history here. The Paramount parks very quickly. So London, okay. There's supposed to be another one in South Korea. Then Lama Matria rebuilt in Madrid and then Dubai. Okay. So there it is there for all of that. All right, y'all. More Brain Lee's Virtual Draw Live coming up right from this space right here, right now. Now, check this out from TechCrunch. TikTok announces its first award show in the United States. Okay, so let's check this out. TikTok announced on Monday that it's launching its first ever TikTok award show in the U.S. Awards will include Creator of the Year, Video of the Year, Views of the Year, Breakthrough Arts of the Year, and more. The announcement comes just a week after Instagram introduced its Ring Awards program. Unlike Instagram, however, TikTok is taking a more traditional approach to the awards, as it's hosting an actual award show where winners will be revealed live during the event. The event will feature a red carpet, live performances, and a live for hundreds of creators, TikTok says. The award show will take place on December 18th at the Hollywood Palladium in Los Angeles. Will be live streamed on the TikTok app. And this is huge. This is very, very huge. It will also be streamed live on Yes, indeed. The show will be available to stream on demand on Tubi the following day. Users will be able to vote for their favorite creators on a new portal on TikTok launching on November 18th. It's worth knowing, although this is TikTok's first award show in the U.S., it has held similar events in other countries, including Germany, Mexico, Korea, and more in the past. Nominees for Creator of the Year include Adam W., Alex Earl, Brooke Monk _Keith _Lee 125, and Christy Sarah. Nominees for Breakthrough Arts of the Year: Alex Warren, Casey Cat's Eye World, Laufey, Rain Lene, and Songbird. Other award categories include Storyteller of the Year, TikTok for the Good Award, MVP of the Year, OK Slayer Award, and TikTok Live Creators of the Year, and more. The full list of awards and nominees can be found on TikTok's announcement post. By launching an award show, TikTok is positioning itself as more than a social media app, more of a noticeable force in the entertainment industry. Given that TikTok serves as a launching pad for several emerging artists and actors, it makes sense for the company to celebrate its top users with its own branded show. The trophies presented on stage will be a colorful blow upon the creators to find this new era of culture encompassing many areas, including fashion, beauty, sports, film, and TV and film, and new forms of entertainment, TikTok wrote in the announcement post. Now, I'ma just be a little bit egotistical here just for a minute, if you'll indulge me, because I was in a conversation and there was a said individual, some guy from Hollywood, no disrespect to him, but I'm about to throw all disrespect to this motherfucker right damn now, right from this space right here, right damn now, rather. And I said YouTube should do the YouTube Entertainment Awards or the Yeah Awards. And this guy said, well, it would be too costly and it would be too much logistics and this, that, and the third. And now TikTok has its own award show. And you know who the fuck you are, okay? So y'all quit playing in my fucking face. Just because you in Hollywood don't mean that you're shit, okay? Doesn't mean you of anything of importance. Doesn't mean your weight matters to people, okay? Like I said, I pitched the Content Career Emmy Awards, okay, to the president and the chairman of the Emmys, okay? So listen, y'all can keep doing what y'all want to do, but listen, YouTube should be doing the YouTube Entertainment Awards. They should. Will they? Don't know. No, I'm just keeping up with y'all. All right, y'all. More Brayley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here, right now. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, I gotta get this off my motherfucking chest. Damn. It's the outsiders are more legends than the insiders, child. But speaking of legends, ladies and gentlemen, from hypebeast.com, Megan Thee Stallion, or Miss Megan Pete Thompson, Miss Thompson if you're nasty, ends the first top 40 rap drought since 1990. Let me read that again for everybody in the back, for all the barbs. Megan Thee Stallion ends the first top 40 rap drought since 1990. Megan Thee Stallion ends the first top 40 rap drought since 1990. But isn't Nicki Minaj the queen of rap, though? Oh, that's right. She can't stand Megan's Law that protects children. Moving on. With her new single, Lover Girl, which debuts at number 38 on the chart. Summary, Megan Thee Stallion's new single, Lover Girl, debuted at number 38 on the Billboard Hot 100. This marks the first rap song in 2 weeks to enter the charts top 40. The achievement ends the first drought for the genre since 1990. Breaking a 2-week drought for rap music on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, Megan Thee Stallion's new single, Lover Girl, which I read the lyrics live, and let me tell you, it's a good time with that song. I absolutely love it. Has debuted at number 38 on the November 8th chart. This marks the first rap song to reach the top 40 since Kendrick Lamar and SZA's Luther on October 18th, listing a significant return for the genre. After no rap songs appeared in the top 40 for 2 consecutive weeks, October 25th and November 1st, since February 3rd, 1990. Okay, over a decade, Megan Thee Stallion stopped the rap drought. So just saying. I mean, like, is Nicki Minaj's Thirsty Toxicity's dark? Because both of them get concerned about other people who are doing better than them. Both of them are concerned with other people using their name in titles. But both of them ain't shit. So I guess Thirsty Toxicity's husband is Kanye West. Her daughter is Nicki Minaj. Her son is Ray J. Child. That's a fucked up ass family. Moving on. According to Luminate, Lover Girl garnered 8.5 million official U.S. streams. That's 8,500,000 official U.S. streams. 1,500,000 in radio airplay hours and 5,000 sales in the week ending October 30th. This also marks Megan Thee Stallion's 21st song to enter the Hot 100's top 40 following her collaboration with RM on Never Play last year. However, despite Lover Girl successfully bringing rap back to the top 40, this might not signal the start of a prolonged streak in the genre in the region. Typically, much anticipated songs tend to fall in position after their second week, and with no other rap songs currently poised to enter the top 40, Lover Girl is likely to drop on the next Hot 100. Well, hey, listen, it's all good. She broke the drought since 1990, and that's the big deal there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Of course, we're going to end it with a positive news story, as always, here. MediaTakeout.com. That's a beautiful Blue Ivy and child. She is looking like her mama. Jesus, I'm getting older. I'm getting older. Okay, listen. Blue Ivy Carter spot at Knoxberry Farm with friends. Fans say she's growing into her mom Beyonce style. Superstar offspring Blue Ivy Carter is growing up right before our eyes, and fans cannot stop talking about how much she started to resemble her world famous mom Beyonce. I thought she was 13, not 12. I think she's 13. You might want to check that. media takeout. The 13-year-old was spotted at Knott's Berry Farm in Los Angeles this week, just one day after Halloween, attending what appears to be a private event with friends and a small team of family staff. Photos from the outing quickly began circulating online, and fans could not get enough of her casual yet stylish look. A cool and confident teen look. Blue Ivy looked every bit the trendy preteen, rocking a white sweater, a black skirt, and a pair of black cowboy boots, a subtle but stylish nod to her mom's country-inspired cowboy car era. The look was simple, age-appropriate, effortlessly chic, proof that fashion sense clearly runs the Carr family. She just looks like her mom, saying confidence, saying style, wrote one fan on Twitter. Another added those cowboy boots are such a Beyonce touch. Blue's turning into a little superstar herself. A rare public sign, while Blue Ivy occasionally appears alongside parents at big events, including the Renaissance World Tour, which she famously performed on stage with her mom. Sightings of her in more casual everyday scenes are rare. That's because she's a teenager. She's supposed to be a teenager. That's why fans were thrilled to see her enjoying a relaxed day out in Los Angeles. Witnesses say Blue was accompanied by several adults, including security and family assistants, who kept a respectful distance while she interacted with friends. Among her group was a nice-looking young man, appearing to be around the same age, who walked closely behind her throughout the event. The two seemed comfortable and friendly as they strolled through the grounds. Those sources tell me to take out looked like more for outing than anything romantic. Beyonce's many fans have long noticed that Blue Ivy is not only taken after Beyonce in looks but also poise and confidence. Earlier this year, her performances on her mother's Renaissance tour earned widespread praise at just 12 years old and 13 now. Blue performed choreography in front of Pat Stallion's, earning standing ovations from fans around the world. The young star has also been making subtle waves of fashion, appearing in several family photo shoots and accompanying her parents to award shows and designer outfits. Glimpse of the next generation. Beyonce and Jay-Z has kept their children's lives private, as they should, balancing Blue Ivy's growing fame, a strong emphasis on education and family values. So moments like this, the Blue Ivy just being a normal teenager, hanging out with friends, expressing her own sense of style, give fans a rare glimpse to the next generation of hardcore. As one fan puts it best on Instagram, Blue Ivy got her mom's glow, her dad's confidence, and her own style. She's ready for the spotlight. Let me see if the picture is pulled up here. Should pull up, John. Y'all know how many you take out is sometimes with the picture. Let me see if I can refresh it here. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Oh, that's oh my God, that's Rock. That's the lay from Team Rocket. There's Blue Ivy there, and there's her guy allegedly. My Lord Jesus, what a wonderful way to end the show. Y'all, that is our show. Y'all, listen, that's my face of the world that we are in today. Steve Harvey, you have personified my face. Thank you so much, good sir. Y'all, that's it for our show. I hope you enjoyed it. One love, much love, all love. I feel love to send it right back to you. Like I said, recap everything. Tom Bergeron will be back on Dancing with the Stars for the 20th anniversary, and he should be there. Congratulations to him for sure on that. Congratulations, and prayers up, light up, and love to him. All's fair. Child, they're saying it is a 0.0, but check the shot for yourself, because how you consume it is different than how Grace consume it. The UPS tragedy, the Walt Disney World tragedy, light, love, prayers up to everybody involved. Paramount getting back into the theme park game. Very interesting. We'll see if they can execute that. And if it comes to the U.S., it probably will be maybe in Jacksonville, Florida, because that's where a content creator said that Six Flags should build their park in Jacksonville. TikTok, an award show is happening with TikTok. YouTube, get on it. And to that person who said that the YouTube Entertainment Awards can't happen, what you think about TikTok? Because I'm sure some of your clients will be at the award show. That's neither here nor there. And finally, Megan Thee Stallion breaking the rap drought since 1990. Come through. Congratulations. And the blue wave is happening. Shout out to y'all. And by the way, shout out to that Virginia governor who her whiteness not cracking, and shout out to the first black mayor in Detroit. And by the way, just a fun tip, just a pro tip rather, for all the MAGA supporters, the 47 supporters, and everybody in between who believes that this bastard is actually intelligent. If the Senate is filled it's filled with Democrats rather, not Republicans. This is already filled up because now we see how that's working out for everybody. But if the Senate is filled with Democrats and the House is filled with Democrats, that should be a good time for y'all, shouldn't it? Anyway, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love. Let's send it right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Bergeron over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child Bergeron over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child Bergeron over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time.